Rock and roll may live forever, but we only retire once. Kevin Lamour of Our Financial Plans and Quadris Investment Services offers a large range of financial solutions from some of the biggest leaders in the investment and insurance landscape of Canada. See how a solid financial plan built with friendly and professional advice can help. Find out more at ourfinancialplans.ca or give them a call at 705-949-1316. Hey folks, and welcome to another episode of the Lonesome Cowboy Podcast. And today I have, and actually, where are we calling you from there, Will?
I'm here in Altus, Oklahoma.
Yeah, okay, he's an Okie. Right on.
For
What city
better or
was?
worse.
Yeah, what city was that again? Sorry.
Altus, it's kind of like most people know where Tulsa is,
Hmm.
just in the exact opposite side,
Gotcha,
southwest.
gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. So, you just finished a tour, Matt.
Yes, sir.
And how long were you on the road for?
Oh gosh, we did something like 15 or 16 days, I think.
Nice. That's pretty good. And I noticed that
It all kind
the
of blurs
tour,
together.
yeah, the touring world has changed because I
Yes.
notice it's like you're not going out from April until October. You're going out for a couple of weeks and coming back. And I noticed that I think there's more musicians doing that than there is doing the other stuff.
I'd say honestly, I like doing the other way personally. Once I'm in the mode, I like,
Okay,
you're
I could see that.
you're
Yeah.
locked in and kind of
Yeah.
keep going. So coming back home and going back out is always kind of difficult. Uh, but it's just, the truth of it is there used to be a lot more weeknight spots that you could play at, and even in some of the major cities, a lot of the weeknight spots are just they're either not booking on the weeknights anymore, or the weeknights are exclusively reserved for the people that can sell like 150 tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah, and I mean, I've been playing since I was a teenager in high school, but in the 90s, is when I got a little more involved kind of thing. And I mean, that was the big deal. You got in a band and you played a gig for a week at that one place. My
Mhm.
wife was a touring musician too. She all the way from Bismarck, North Dakota, that toured the States and came up to
Oh,
Canada
nice.
of all things. That's how we got together. But yeah,
Well, at this
but
point, it's looking like it was a good idea.
yeah, touche. She said they would stay at places for 2 weeks at a time.
Oh yeah, I've done a couple. Every once in a while we'll still get like 2 dayers,
Oh
but
yeah,
I haven't had a week at a time yet.
yeah. That's
But
few and
that would
far
be
between.
yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be a
exactly.
great it'd be great on the expenses, that's for sure.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? Yeah, exactly. So, there was something that caught my attention, and I listened to the song, and and I have to ask you about that song too. Tell me about the existential country. What is it, and why does that define your sound?
Okay, fair. I did pick that terminology because I wanted people to ask questions about it. So,
Sure.
uh, but I say that because I feel like so much of country music is told in stories,
Yes.
which I love. Um, but from my perspective, some of the best stories don't have endings. They don't
Oh,
they don't tell you where your protagonist is going to end up, perhaps, or anything like that. And so I kind of think of that as more existential slice of life. Like we're just capturing a piece of someone's story at a time. And
hmm.
maybe it's not always about the outcome. Maybe it's about the little details in between, the
Yeah.
really existential things that we never really think about.
There you go. So the song I listened to that was right underneath that title was "The Jacket,"
Ah,
and boy, that's a that's a hit you in the feels kind of song. That's for sure. And is that a specific story, Matt, or is that a? I'm always curious because is it something you pulled from yourself? Is it a fictional story? Is it someone else's story? Because it's oddly specific, and that's why I wanted to find out more about it.
so I kind of take I kind of take a multitude of those things. So
Okay.
uh, with in particular with the jacket, it is about a very specific jacket. It's about my father's wedding jacket.
Oh, cool.
I had just gotten some things from him, and there's this uh, suit coat that hung up in the closet for a while, and I was going through my stuff, and I realized it's my father's wedding jacket. Put it on, fit me perfectly, um, and it was at a state where like there'd been a lot of turmoil in my life.
Sure.
Um, And so I was just thinking about that, how we hold on to things that have such meaning, um, and we assign them such meaning, but at the end of the day, they're still just things. Because it's my father's wedding jacket, and I wanted to keep it. But say my parents ended up splitting ways or something. That jacket would it mean the same thing? Would it
Yeah.
not? You know?
Yeah.
And I just think it's very interesting how we attach meaning to things. So I always kind of like to take a piece of, my life and maybe marry it with another idea, maybe marry it with something that I didn't do that intentionally, with, with something I know about, from somebody else's life. Just kind of
Sure.
pull these things together to make a story.
Interesting. Yeah. It touched. I know why it touched because as you started talking, I went, "Oh, no wonder it touched me," because I attach thing to things all the time.
Oh,
I'm a collector.
oh,
I'm a
right.
collector. I collect things that, like people say, well, okay, like I know somebody who collects elephants.
Mhm.
Pictures, statues,
Right, right.
the whole deal. I collect toys from my past, so I attach meaning to them. You know,
Fair.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, I repurchased Johnny West. He's sitting here looking at me on his horse. I had that when I was there's home movies, and I'm like 5, but I had to have that back. So killer tune, man. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you.
That's a great song. And now that oof, yeah, cool, very good. All right, well that gives me something to aspire to. Let me tell you.
Well, it's something to chew on at least.
Yeah, no kidding. I am so happy that I saw you standing there holding a 4-track cassette recorder. You did a Nebraska.
Yes, I did in Nebraska because
And what was it a Tascam like that Tascam he used, or was this
it,
whatever you could get your hands on?
it wasn't the one he used. It was a Tascam 414.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, cool,
so
cool.
it was a little bit smaller than the one he used. It was just
Yeah,
a more standard commercial, like a home model.
gotcha.
Uh, but yeah, so I did that, and I did that honestly because, well, okay, obviously I've heard Nebraska. Obviously, I
Yeah,
know the story behind Nebraska. I first heard that album uh, driving across the Badlands of Wyoming with my grandmother.
cool.
So it's just stuck with me. It was very like visceral experience. Um, and then for years I've been trying to the songs that are on my album Black Sheep. I've been trying to like figure out what to do with them, because I've been playing them around in bars forever, and I didn't know what to do with them.
Hmm.
And so finally, this was during COVID. Wasn't really allowed to go anywhere or do anything. So I thought, what? Let's break out the 4-track, do it like Bruce did it. You can't. There's no takesies backsies. You put it on
Yeah,
tape, it's there.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so that's what I did. Most of those songs were done in acoustic and vocal at the same time, and just live and raw, except for maybe a few overdubs.
yeah. No, eh, that's admirable. And something tells me that once you've recorded like that, because once upon a time, I remember my very first recording was in a 16-track studio way back when. But something tells me once you have recorded like that, Matt, you bring that to all the recordings. Like
Yeah.
you don't spend a lot of, I mean, of course you spend time on it, but you don't spend like, I'm making an album and, 8 months later you have an album. No, something tells me I think you bring that ethic to your regular recording too, don't you?
Yes, I like to. I'm a big fan of like 1-track takes. I'm a big fan of first and second takes, things like that, because it's especially a person like me that's very indecisive about things. I can't even decide what I want to say half the time. Um, it's very important to just like put that limitation on yourself. And once you've done that in a way physically, then it allows you to, I feel like, uh, do that with other things as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Kind of trains your brain, I guess.
Yeah, good plan. You got a brother in the band, a twin brother even.
I do.
Yeah. So I know in some brother bands it's been trouble. Are there any challenges with having a sibling in the band, Matt?
Actually, to be honest, so because we're twins, uh, it was like growing up with a best friend, right? Like
Cool.
you just had one that was built in. He was a built-in
Yeah,
best friend because
that's cool.
we know all the same people, you have the same teachers and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Uh, so we just formed this bond that's never really been broken, and honestly, it's one of the greatest things to have my brother in the band with me.
Nice.
Uh, we're not the Gallaghers, I'll tell you that.
I was supposed to say, no Gallagher bullshit going on with you
No,
guys, is there?
no, and it's funny even when we do get pissy with each other or something on the road. I mean, it happens, and 2 hours later, we're coming back and apologizing to each other.
I love it. That's awesome. That's very good. Um, let's go back to the basics, Matt. Where are you from?
I
Like,
am
I know
from
that's where you live right now, but where are you from?
I am from Southwest Oklahoma through and through.
Cool.
I've always, except for, well, let me put it this way. I've lived in a ton of different houses around here.
Okay, I got you.
I've lived a couple times. I lived in Oklahoma City and Tulsa for a little bit. Lived in Norman, Oklahoma for a little bit. Go Sooners, that's your thing. Uh, but I just like rural life. I can't let it go. I like it. It's too much what I'm used to.
Gotcha. So you've always lived in the rural areas, like
Yeah, I'm a small town guy.
or rural town as opposed to like a rural farm or something like that, right?
Right. So like for about eight before I lived here in Altus is we got an Air Force base. It's about 25,000 people. Before I lived here, I lived in a place just about 30 minutes north of here, about 3,000 people, which is definitely more my speed up there. But I'm the 3,000 people town kind of guy.
Gotcha. That's kind of cool. Yeah, good
I
stuff.
like I like
And
to I like to go into the dollar store, the gas station, whatever, and we know each other, and there's
good
no
stuff.
there's no
Yeah.
anonymity.
Yeah, that's awesome. Um, that's like I heard a song there one time. It just made me think of that for some reason. You said going to the gas station. And I said it was a song and it had a line about meeting people at the co-op and stuff like that, and having a coffee at the co-op. And I went, I gotta find one of these co-ops. So I don't have one of those around here.
Know exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah. Well, actually, I did experience a co-op when I was driving. Being Canadian, I was driving west to see my son and family out there, and
Mhm.
we found a co-op in Saskatchewan, and I went, "Damn, we got to get one of these things. They got everything, and the food isn't bad either."
Ain't too shabby.
Yeah, no kidding. That's craziness, man. I love it. Um, Now, on this last tour, did you connect with Will Payne Harrison and do some spots with him?
Yeah, we did most of the dates together.
Oh, wow, cool.
And he was the one that hit me up about it back in January
Nice.
because he knew that I was going on tour for the summer. I almost always do. So he just hit me up and said, "Hey, if you're going to do it, let's do it together." Because being DIY, that's half the work. You know, I'm
Mm.
always willing for someone to take half the work off my plate. So,
I hear you, brother.
but we honestly we do have a lot of the same fans and stuff. So it worked out. And me and Will have been friends for a few years now. He's one of my best friends, even though we didn't grow up together. We don't live close to each other.
Yeah,
But
really. He's in Nashville and you're up in the Oklahoma there.
I always say I had to go all the way across the country to find my friends, but I finally found them.
That's awesome. And did you connect with James Getta when you were in the northern part of your tour there at all?
Yeah, we did. We did a show with him up in Chicago at Montrose Saloon. Anybody, if you're planning on going to Chicago, Montrose is a very cool place. I've been there twice.
Nice.
People are awesome. It's just a nice, just laid back dive bar kind of. But Yeah, we played with him when we were up there. I've known James for a couple of years, and actually, I only know him because, man, a few years ago, I think I just put a post out on Twitter or something that said, not enough people come to Oklahoma. If you want to come to Oklahoma, hit me up. And he did. I mean, he just literally hit me in the DMs and said, I want to come to Oklahoma. What can you do?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. All right, I'll set some stuff up. So I did. He came down and we've just been best friends since then.
Good stuff. Yeah, well, that's the cool part here is that both of those guys also been on the show. So I got the
Oh,
trifecta now.
nice.
I got all I got
Hey,
all
there we go.
yeah, I got all three of you.
Hopefully they
Uh,
didn't talk too much shit about me.
no, they were pretty cool about that. Don't worry.
All
I'll
right.
slap
Well,
them down.
I'm gonna
I'll
have to
slap them
change my
down for you.
dynamic.
This is what I like people to understand, and this is the point of this podcast because we are DIY musicians, and here you are closing up the shop where you work
Right. I mean,
because you got a day job.
that's right. You got to do it. You got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do. I mean, yeah, I do music. I'm quite a bit older than you, but I could probably be your father. But the idea is that we're doing what we have to do. This stuff you see when you go pay three, $400, $500 for a ticket, that's not us.
No.
That may never be us.
Hopefully it won't be me
Yeah,
ever.
yeah, exactly. Um, and this is what I want folks to understand, that kind of stuff is that to get that kind of big music that you see up there, they all got to start where we are.
Right.
You know,
And to add on to that, the thing is like, question is why do we do it? And the answer is because I have to.
yeah,
If I didn't, I probably wouldn't be here. And I think I've almost proved that to myself at least
yeah.
once.
Yeah, and I tried to get out of it too. I mean, I stopped after a while. I mean, it was a terrible thing for me to do actually because
Oh yeah.
my business, I closed my business down after 26 years,
Oh wow.
which I was a photographer, and that's why Will and I kind of had a lot to talk about too. Yeah, and it just wasn't there anymore. Scaled it back and then just weaned it out, kind of thing. And then I got a regular job, and I was miserable. And I didn't pick up the guitar. And then one day I did, and it was like I found myself again.
I I get that. I was climbing the corporate ladder for a while.
Oh no.
Which you just do. I had kids, so you gotta support your kids. So I was climbing the
Yes, of
corporate ladder.
course.
Um, and then one day a guy I knew from high school invited me to play a gig, uh, just do a song swap with him one
Nice.
Wednesday night. And I went and did it. And after it was all said and done, he handed me like $90. And I said, "Yep, I'm back in. I can't not do this anymore. I have to." And I'm not kidding. I booked the next day. I think I booked like 5 gigs.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for you, man. I really like it. So, and not to scratch an old wound, but I hope you guys are doing okay down there and with all the craziness going on in the world, as they say.
Yeah, especially here in Oklahoma, man. Especially here,
Oh, really?
it's wild here.
Is it
Like
really?
we just this is off topic, but we just had our state school superintendent. He's under investigation right now for like watching porn in the office or something. And this is as we're 50th in education. Like this just came out. We're 50th in education now.
Nice.
So it's an interesting life. I
Yeah,
just try to I just try to not pay attention to it unless I have to.
yeah.
Because what can I do? I can write my protest songs,
Boy. That's what we got to do, man. That's what we
and I
got to do.
vote, and I talk to people, and just
Yeah,
hope it gets better.
yeah, exactly. Hey, being up here in Canada, we're pissed off because it was like, hey, what are you doing? We had a good thing going here.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
And
Talk about being innocent. We're standing here going, what do we do?
I want to be honest, like Canadians, I'm talking to you. Even the people that sound like are
Yeah,
idiot in chief,
yeah.
they don't really mean it. When you get down and talk to them, they're just following whatever sounds good.
All
I don't
right.
know. It's a
Well,
crazy world.
we'll make
We don't hate
The Canadians will hear you, man.
Canadians.
You know. Um, touring musician. life's things have changed a lot when it comes to that kind of stuff. And you are sober,
Yes,
and you
yes.
have been for some time. And
Yeah, it's been 4 years.
there you go. So, and congrats, very nice.
Thank you.
Is it like an alcoholic owning a bar? Because you play in bars, and then alcohol is a big thing when it comes to music. But we're seeing less and less in that now. There's more the. Are you noticing that? It's like, no, we're clean and we're healthy and we try to eat right and the whole deal, as opposed to woohoo, let's party, smoke a joint, that kind of thing.
I will say one thing about being in bars. There are a lot of bars are carrying the non-alcoholic options,
Ah, good.
which makes it a lot easier for guys like me because I can drink like a Bud Zero or something
No
while I'm
tools.
talking while I'm talking to other people.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, Number one, for me, it's like a comfort thing because like it's drinking's always been a social thing. So
Sure.
it allows me to participate in that social aspect a little bit. And it also allows people to look at what's in my hand and say, why are you not drinking? Because they'll see it as just a beer can or whatever.
Yeah.
Make life
Yeah.
easy.
It's interesting though, unfortunately, because my son is in sales, and unfortunately, it's sad that that kind of thing, like so much social networking in even in our business,
Mhm.
is around alcohol. So
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
so you have to. If it's like, you know what, I'm not fighting it anymore. I'll just make it look like I'm drinking.
There you go.
Yeah, and
It, it's just easier that way. Plus, I mean, being around drinking anymore doesn't really bother me.
mm,
At first it was hard, obviously, and
yeah, yeah,
I stayed out of bars for about a year when I first quit.
oh yeah,
But now it's just like going into a coffee shop for me.
yeah. My neighbor is and this is the great part about being in Canada, Matt. You
Hmm.
can be California sober here up here.
Oh,
I
yes.
I know many a former drinker who's California sober because it's legal.
It actually, we got medical here in
Oh
Oklahoma.
yeah, cool, cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's happening. Excellent. So, I think I saw on your socials and everything a little whispers about a new album you working on.
Yes, well, that's going to be coming out. Oh gosh, it's next month already. Going to
Yeah.
be coming out next month.
Hey,
We got the records pressed. It should be coming to me in about a week or so.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Dude, it's
Records pressed? That's neat.
yes, it, it's a good feeling. I tell you what,
Yeah,
because
no shit.
that was always kind of like the barometer for me. It's like
Yeah.
when I can confidently print some records and know that I'm going to sell at least half of them, I'll feel good about myself. And I think I can sell about a third of them.
Yeah, I see. You got better confidence than I do, son. I don't I'm going on tour in October through Northern
Mhm.
Ontario, and I'm afraid I don't sell CDs or albums hardly at all. And I'm just the opposite. I'm afraid of investing into it, going, yeah, I'm going to be like the guy who self-published a book with boxes of it in his living room.
Oh, you can ask Will about that. We joke about it all the time.
Oh, really cool.
Mhm.
So what's the deal with the new album? Like, we got a theme, Matt? You got
Oh,
something special?
so
What's
yeah,
going on?
it is kind of themed in a few different ways, but the subject matter of the album is really about the last 3, 4 years of basically getting sober, relearning how to be a musician in that environment. Um, Also, it's about what it's like to, try and be on tour as an old fart comparatively to these younger guys.
Uh-huh,
You know?
uh-huh.
Because I know it don't seem like I'm old. I'm only 37,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
but there's a lot of younger guys that I come in contact with day to day, and it's interesting to see that dichotomy, see what it's like to,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because I did it when I was younger, now I do it anyway.
yeah.
So it's a lot about that. And The album title is The Bar. Um,
Oh, okay.
People ask me like, why is it called that? And it's actually the chorus of that song. It's title track. The chorus of the title track is just a line from The Big Lebowski. I don't know if you're a Coen Brothers
Oh,
fan.
yeah, yeah.
And it's that
I
line Sam Elliott says at the end. Sometimes the bar eats, what is it? Sometimes you eat the bar and sometimes the bar eats you.
You very good.
And so
I
this was
love
my
it.
record just trying to say that, the bar didn't eat me this time. I ate the bar.
Good for you. Excellent. Fantastic. That's incredible, man. Matt Moran, I have to say this, and it's going to sound maybe a bit gushy, but it's just how much I want everybody to make it in this thing because our music is better than what's out there right now, is as far as I'm concerned. But I like guys like you, and there's a group of guys like you down there right now in the States, and you guys remind me of you look at the movie Heart-Worn Highways, and I
Yes.
picture you and Will Payne and James and names are escaping me right now, sitting around there, except no drugs and no alcohol, but probably still a lot of cigarettes and sitting
Oh,
around. And this is where I see this is what I hope you guys become, those kind of guys. That-
that would be really cool.
yeah, but
And there
without the
are,
baggage.
oh no, we got the baggage. We just passed it now.
There you go. See, that's cool. Yeah, excellent. Will Matt tell people about where they can find out more about Matt Moran, socials, website, music, blah blah blah.
All right. Best way to find out all about us is to go to mattmoranmusic.com. That's where we got everything. Of course, on all the socials, let's see, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, YouTube, all Matt Moran Music. Just type in Matt Moran Music anywhere you'll find us.
Yes. Excellent. And always put the word music in there, or not, you will get a 50 or 60-year-old man that's balding that it looks nothing like this guy.
An Australian chef. And I've learned, my kids told me this. If you type who is Matt Moran Music into Chat GPT or something,
Oh, okay, great.
it'll also combine me with Matt Moran that plays jazz vibraphone. So we get a nice, interesting mixed biography there.
Yeah.
Do that.
When you start registering your songs with ASCAP or BMI and stuff like that, you better make sure you stand out from the rest of the Matt
Apparently,
Morans and they don't start getting your royalties.
apparently.
Yeah. Excellent, Matt. I can't thank you enough for coming on the program. It's
Thanks for having me, man.
yeah, it was a great chat, and that's what it's all about, man. Wishing you the
Yeah.
best of luck coming up.
All right. I look forward to hearing it.
I'll catch you on the other side.